gentlemen, we're now going to start off the afternoon before the wedding breakfast with the speeches. Please give a warm welcome to the father of the bride, Mick.
Well, first, ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologise for the state of my notes. Sorry, can you not hear me? So rather than copying and pasting, I've used sellotape to hold things together here. We'll crack on. Anyway, firstly, on behalf of Anne-Marie and myself, I want to welcome you all here today to Lauren and Danny's wedding celebration. I want to thank you all for coming today, and I know some of you have come an awful long way. We've got guests from Australia, New Zealand, United States, Bosley, Italy, Titherington. But anyway, also I would like to thank Lauren, Anne-Marie, Jill and Malcolm for all the hard work they put in to make today a very special occasion. Now this is a difficult one. Lauren, I really need to thank you for the honour of walking you down the aisle today. I'm the proudest father in the world, and I'll remember it forever. And one thing you must always remember, darling, wherever you are, how much your mum and dad love you, okay? No. That was a tricky bit. I'm all right. Josh, right, here we go. Right, Lauren, your mum and dad are so proud of the woman you've become, and what a beautiful bride you are today. And Danny, you're a truly lucky man. And at this point, Danny, I want to formally welcome you into the family. You're a credit to your parents, and as a father, it's a great relief just to know how much you love her. And I know you complete Lauren. So, again, thank you very much. I'm sorry about the emotions, guys, but I'll get over it. Right. But one thing I'm relieved about, I have, for many years, had quite an elaborate plan, which was sort of an unfortunate shooting accident, which I'd engineered in case a unsuitable guy was knocking at the door and intending to marry my daughter. So I'm relieved that I don't have to put that plan into play. I think it was about 3 years ago that Danny asked permission to marry my daughter. In fact, Danny, I can't remember what my answer to that question was. Do you?
I can't repeat it.
You can't? Well, in fact, at that time and before that, I knew we were a perfect match for each other. And I know you're going to make my daughter very, very happy, and you're going to have a long and happy marriage together. Where am I up to? Here we go. So, as you all know, Lauren has always been a very keen student, and from an early age worked very hard. In fact, most of the time an A student. And not only an academic, but a very, very clever and skilled artist. An artist in more ways than one. As we had to travel around the northwest of England on many occasions, Amber and myself, and seeing my beautiful daughter staggering across a car park with her legs plaited. But at one stage, I was a bit concerned about Lauren. I thought she was going to turn into a sort of nerdy bookworm and end up a spinster. But overnight, one day, she just turned into this beautiful, clever, and formidable woman. But occasionally, she was a bit naughty. In fact, she turned into a bit of a party animal, like I said. And we had to fish her out of many clubs and bars, etc., around Liverpool and Manchester. She was also very good at arranging house parties, one of which, unfortunately, was at my house. I was away at the time in France with Anne-Marie, and I travelled back for 2 days to actually see what unfolded in front of me. In fact, some of the people here today, I think, were actually at that party. I really want to thank you for all the alterations you made. But anyway, on arriving home, Lauren cunningly had decided to take a flight to France, I think, at the time, and left a rather hung-up and dopey brother to carry the can. So anyway, one of these days, Lauren, I will repeat the compliment and repay you back for that particular time. I know you won't put up at your house now, would you? Eh? But as we all know, Lauren has become a very confident and independent young lady and has taken going to New Zealand very much in her stride. And I think without Danny, she wouldn't be half as happy woman as she is now. I know you're going to have a wonderful life together, darling. Now, Danny, just one thing I want to say to you. And I think a lot of the guys have heard this said to them, that before you marry a woman, you should always look at the mother. But I'm going to get myself out of this one now, Danny, because, as you all know, Anne-Marie looks beautiful today, so you really don't have no problems on that score. But it's not only personality, it's the personality also, not just the looks, Danny, where there's similarities. So, if you were to sort of visualise, like, pros and cons of Lauren, or, well, whatever, here we go. She's beautiful, a beautiful bride, loyal, good cook, a good housekeeper, likes kids, but on the downside, quick-tempered, a very long memory, always right, stubborn. Now, Danny, you're going to have a roller coaster of a life, I know, but you'll never be bored, and you'll always have a woman that loves you. So look after her, okay? And, ladies and gentlemen, would you please join with me in a toast to the bride and groom? The bride and groom.
That was quite good, Nick.
I mean, you wrote it for me, John.
Oh, yeah, here we go. That's it. Oh, that was fucking up. All right. Cheers, Matthew. Right, guys. First of all, I'd just like to thank you all for attending on behalf of my lovely wife and I. Yeah, thanks for coming to share the special day with us. We really appreciate you all being here. I'd just like to thank Mick for his kind words there. I've got a huge amount of respect for Mick, and I do hope to live up to the expectations as a son-in-law to him, so thank you, Mick. All right. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to both Mick and Anne-Marie for making today possible. You know, they pretty much organised this wedding from start to finish, and a lot of it's been done while myself and Lauren... Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'd like to thank Anne-Marie. Yeah. You know, a lot of the organisation's been done while myself and Lauren have been in New Zealand, and we appreciate how difficult that's been at times. But, you know, we couldn't have asked for anything more. It's been perfect so far. But, yeah, honestly, thank you so much for everything you've done for us. Okay, yeah. I'd like to, next of all, just thank all the guests for their generous gifts. We appreciate them all, and they're going to help us a lot for our future. So, yeah, thank you very much, guys. Just to like Mick said, the guests who have travelled from further afield today. We've had Ben, who's come all the way from Italy. He's left his wife and kids behind to be here with us today, so I appreciate that, Ben. Yeah. That's a massive thanks. To Diane and Chris, who have, like Mick said, travelled all the way from San Diego to be here with us. My family, who have travelled from Brighton to be here, a long trip up north. Thank you so much. And also a massive thank you to Willie Stanger, Sarah, to Katie, and also to my family for making the trip from New Zealand. We know how hard it is, and thank you. Doing all right. A big thank you as well to the bridesmaids today. You all look absolutely stunning. I'd like to just propose a toast to Joe, Georgina, Rachel, Katie, Sam and Emma, just for all the help that they've given Lauren today and helping her prepare for the wedding. So if you just grab your glasses, ladies and gentlemen. So to the bridesmaids. Finish your drinks. Just as well, on behalf of Lauren Jo, I know she wants to thank you just personally, just for being such a special friend to her. She loves you dearly, she thinks about you a lot, and you mean so much to her. Okay? All right, I'm doing all right, aren't I, mate? Yeah, doing all right. It's going well. Next to my ushers, so to Stu, Will, Foxy, Mark, Garvey, Tyson, over there. You know, you've been a massive help to me. There is actually an unwritten wedding rule as well that the groom should look more handsome than his entourage. So I'd like to thank you for sticking to that today as well. Cheers, lads. Done well. I just take this time as well. You're going to hear from him in a minute, and I'm sure he's got nothing but nice things to say about me. But the wee lad down the end, the little lad there, Ben, he's my best man. He's actually stood up right now. So they'll bring out a stool for him in a bit. But Ben, yeah, like I said before, I'd like to thank you for being here. You've been a rock to me. Thanks for all your help. Just a few things on our families now. So first of all, to Mick, Anne-Marie, Will, Georgina, wherever you two are, yep. You know, first of all, just thank you for accepting me into your family. You've made me feel very welcome from the day I first met you all. And yeah, no, it's not. The main thing is you've treated me like one of your own as well, which at times that's not a good thing, but yeah. But you've been over the years you've been very generous to me, and you've always given me a roof over my head whenever I've needed. And I find when myself and Lauren come back from New Zealand, whenever we come here, it feels like we've never been away, and I believe that's a testament to how close you are as a family as well. She means the world to me. Lauren means the absolute world to me, and I won't let you down. I want to make that promise to you now, Mick, while I'm holding your hand. I know, yeah.
Possibly go wrong.
Yeah. If you can imagine a shotgun pointed to my head right now, that's what's happening. The day I actually asked Mick and Anne-Marie for the permission, basically, to marry Lauren, there were a few tears. And to this day, I'm still actually trying to work out if they were tears of joy or just a realisation of how much this day would cost me. I think it's the latter one, to be fair. But no, Lauren, she's an amazing, intelligent, beautiful girl who you all must be very proud of as a family. And I just want to extend my gratitude for allowing me to marry her. Oh, right. I've got a mess down here. Next to my family, to my mum, dad and brother, I don't say it enough or show my appreciation enough for you all, but fucking hell, I'm about to cry here. But I love you all. You mean the absolute world to me as well, and I'd just like to thank you for my upbringing and everything you've ever done for me. Anything I've needed, my mum and dad have been there, and they've given it to me and helped me out through life. To me, you're role models. I personally look at your relationship and think, you know, if myself and Lauren can have a future like yours, then it's going to be a good one. So, yeah, I'll stop before I start crying. And I know, just on behalf of Lauren as well, she wants to thank you. It was never easy, and it was hard as anything for her to leave her family behind, and you made it easy for her to settle in New Zealand. So, yeah, she appreciates that as well. Right, now, on to my beautiful wife. You look absolutely stunning, babe. Yeah, I was speechless when you walked down the aisle.
You were crying.
Yeah, and I did cry. I'm man enough to admit it. I'm going to get absolute stick for that afterwards, but yeah, a tear did come out. I'll just give you a bit of background into myself and Lauren. We've known each other for around 6 years now. And to be fair, it wasn't love at first sight. We met after a night out in town. And it took me a good month or so to actually get Lauren to come out on a date with me. When she finally agreed to see me, I took her on the classic first date venue of Chester Zoo. Yeah. After a great day of seeing the lions, the penguins, the Paul Garveys, the zebras. You know, I thought the day went well. I thought it was a perfect day, and I thought, right, I'm going to lean in for a first kiss here. which I did do. I went in a bit too quickly and gave her a cracking headbutt to her nose. The first kiss never happened as well after that, so not surprisingly, it took me another couple of days to hear from Lauren, and it took me about another good month for her to actually agree to see me again. This time I thought we'd keep it simple, we'd just meet up on a night out, and on the Friday as I was leaving work, I came down with a horrible bug. And I wasn't going to let the rare opportunity of a second date pass me by, so threw half a pack of diarrhea tablets down me and off out I went on the Saturday night. It was a good night, kept everything in, and it all went well, and it came to the end of the night. Lauren's mates had gone home, my mates had gone home, so Lauren's house is a long taxi ride away from town, so I invited her to stay at mine for the night. I'd just like to point out at this stage, nothing did happen, Mick, all right? Not through a lack of trying, but nothing happened. And I can't actually wait for our first time tonight, so joke. But anyway, it was a good night, and I texted Lauren the day after. I didn't hear anything. Texted the day after that, nothing again. Yeah. So I tried one more time the day after, and she finally responded to me, only to let me know she had been in hospital on a drip for a couple of days with a mystery book she had picked up from somewhere. Yeah, as you can tell, it didn't go very well to start with. But we steadily found our feet, and now I couldn't be happier. I'm not one to be all mushy with my words. Lauren knows this. I'm not all lovey-dovey, but you are the love of my life. I absolutely adore you. This girl, she has the ability, if I'm in a foul mood, she can cheer me up like that, whether it be from doing it in a normal way or whether she pokes me in the ribs until she forces a smile out of me. Yeah, but, oh God, I'm getting sidetracked here. Where am I? Yeah, but babe, honestly, I couldn't think of a nicer lady, woman, girl, what do you want to be addressed as, to spend the rest of my life with. She's endured more 90-minute football games than she cared to remember, but, she hates the sport, but she's there to support me. And I just want to make a promise to you as well, that I'll be there to support you through anything life has for us, and you mean the absolute world to me, okay? Right, yeah, getting all emotional. All right. Right, on that note, I'll hand you over to Ben. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for all coming, and enjoy your night.
Thanks, Dan.
Cheers.
Shall I start speaking?
Oh, bless him. Do you want a box? Stand on there.
No, but it's white, I can't.
Take your shoes off.
I've just got a nice message to read out from a group of very close family friends from New Zealand. Danny and Lauren, congratulations on your wonderful day. We are sorry we can't be there to help you both celebrate on this special occasion. Danny, I am sure you scrubbed up okay for the big day. And Lauren and Swain, or now Lauren and Wilson, nice joke, these guys are clever. We bet you look absolutely stunning, which is correct. I added that bit. We wish you both the most happiness together and can't wait to celebrate with you both when you get back home. Make sure you have an awesome day, and Danny, don't drink too much. You have got the playoffs when you get back. All our love and best wishes, Dave and Tracy Geary.
Go on, keep going.
Well, is that it? Is that? Do we not do a toast now? No, I'm kidding. thought I might have got away with that. Hello, everybody. I'm Ben, the best man of this wedding.
Best man today,
And I'd just like to mention again that Lauren is looking particularly stunning this evening. And we can have a round of applause. And Danny has done surprisingly well for himself. Because I think back 18 years ago when we found him wandering the streets, cold, lonely, scared. And we thought it was the opportunity, you all know what I'm talking about. We thought it was the opportunity to do the right thing. So we took him under our wings. And you know, in fairness, he was a really cute little thing, a bit chubby. Dead cute, really cute. I don't think you might have wanted to marry him at the time, Lauren, honestly. You might have wanted to like squeeze his cheeks a bit. But I think that'll be about it. So we decided to call him Danny. And we used to keep him warm in the wintertime with this red fleece. and then as he got older and he learned how to dress himself, he used to put it on and keep it on even when it was really warm. And it started getting a bit worrying when even in, you know, like the school holidays in the summertime, he'd be wearing it during footy matches, even when he was on the Skins team. And one day we had to take him to the vets in Hamforth. and because it was really worrying, honestly, because his face was camouflaging with the fleece. But it turned out we were calmed down. Apparently, they get a little bit paranoid about the weight, and it was actually probably just a desperate attempt to shed a few stone while keeping his spare tyres out of sight. But, you know, I think, honestly, seriously, I think we trained him really, really well. And he started speaking a bit of English, and we even decided to take him to school. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. As usual in life, you have a few setbacks. And in like one of them that springs to mind is in French, when he used to headbutt the desk, nose first, so that he'd get a nosebleed in order that he could leave the class and he could go outside of the classrooms of other classes to pull funny faces, like with a nosebleed. I've got no idea where I'm up to. but no, that's it. French was actually a really, really good example of where he showed true loyalty, which actually is a very, very strong trait in Danny, which is good news because you married him. And I came back from a weekend away with my folks over there. We'd been at the lakes for a weekend, and we came back, and I hadn't done my French GCSE homework, which was actually coursework, and I had to record like a tape about my family and like whatever. And as I was using this as an excuse as to why I couldn't go on St James's Park and play football with the rest of the lads, Danny was like, "Oh no, it's all right. You can just come to my house, copy mine, we'll change a few words and a few things, and the teachers will never notice, and then we'll be out on the footy pitch." So we did that, 30 minutes. We were out playing football, I think, with Mark and Rick and some of the lads. But they did notice, and the evidence, in all honesty, was stacked against us. And remember when they made us listen to the tape? Again, we were sat in the classroom and they were making us listen to the tape. And at one stage, you heard Danny's mum shouting up, "Danny!" And this was on my tape. And then we went through a disciplinary process. And we had to like sit round like we'd never been in this room before. Do you remember, like a big room, a bit like with a big table, like where they had the serious meetings, what teachers do. I don't know if they do anything serious. But sorry, Lisa and Susie. But we were sat down, and there was lots of angry teachers, even more angry teachers, and like more senior angry teachers. And they had us all sat down, and after a while, when we didn't buckle, Danny didn't buckle, they said, "No, if you don't admit who copied who, then none of you, either of you, are going to be able to sit any of your GCSEs, and you're going to lose all of your GCSEs." And Danny just sat there, cool as day, and he was like, we had a couple of looks at each other. I think we were 14 and a half years old. It was the first year, wasn't it, before the proper exams. And he didn't buckle. And I reckon that Danny would have, if he'd have admitted then that, you know, grassed me up, he would have got away absolutely scot-free, or pretty much scot-free. And I might have lost whatever French, but he didn't. He didn't do anything. And by some miracle, against all odds, we got away with it. Probably because our French teachers must have been really crap investigators. And yeah, we just walked home, didn't we? Got some blackberries and raspberries, and some cola bottles. And you were digging me on the way home because you'd finished yours and you wanted some more of mine.
At the time, they actually said to us as well. They said, if I was to pick anyone who's cheated off anyone, I think Danny's cheated off them.
and I even said that my brother was from New Zealand, and I've only got a sister. and she's not from New Zealand. Really weird. So, but you know, that's a good example, isn't it? Really.